So, hello everyone, I'm on Nick. It's time for Romeo and Juliet anime, episode 4. Long name, right? Kimi to Boku, anyway, you know what I'm talking about. And so for yesterday, right? I did the Black Clover thing, it worked fine, and I uploaded it. It worked fine for like an hour, and then it was like, oh, suddenly the sun is gone, and I don't know, I don't know. Oh, frustrating. It's frustrating, but I don't know. I want to be that guy because it was filler. But yeah, the sound stopped working on the video. I couldn't fix it, and then I was thinking, of course, like reacting, reviewing way better, I suppose. But it felt like, man, the episode was probably I think it was a funny episode, but it wasn't, they're fighting a beaver, so it's like Asta and Noel captured a beaver. So I mean, it was like fillery of fillers, right? I mean, I think it was funny, but I was like, man. Reacting to this thing doesn't feel super worth my time, honestly. And it wasn't like, the epic battle with like Yami or something. It was like, no, this is like a beaver chase. But anyway, so that's all for yesterday. But here we are. Here the sounds should work fine, right? When I speak, for that matter, I hear myself, right? Yeah, so I hear myself, so I know it works fine, right? Sometimes I turn it on and off, but when I start a video, I always have so I can hear myself talking, right? So it felt really same yesterday that I was like, it was working fine when I was recording it. It worked fine when I was doing it, the live reaction. And then it's like, okay, it's gone now. I was like, but now it sounds fine in my ears. I hear my own beautiful voice, right? And I'll say one thing before we watch anime here. For that matter, right? When I started doing these kind of reactions like roughly 2 years ago, what would I say, right? I didn't hate my own voice. I think a lot of people hate how they sound, right? I didn't hate my voice. I have so much, narcissistic tendencies, like, I sound awesome. But you definitely get used to it. Yeah, you definitely get doing these kind of reactions, generally doing any kind of talking, right? Listen to yourself. You definitely get used to hearing your own voice. Definitely. And actually, it changes my mind because if you ask me, like 2 years ago, whatever, like roughly 10 years ago, how do I sound? I'll be like, this is probably how I sound, right? And I'll probably give you a wrong, because your mind, how you think you sound, how you actually sound is very different, right? So I'll probably give you, a wrong way of explaining how I sound, right? But now I feel I actually know exactly how I sound. So because like when I hear myself speaking now, that's the way I interpret myself speaking. So to me, like it's actually attuned together now. Whatever, it was anime. But I think the interesting point is like now I really do hear how I sound in my brain. Like that's why I also, portray myself in my own perspective, right? But anyway, let's watch some anime. 3, 2, 1, and go. I also didn't know. I actually don't watch my own reactions that much. I don't know that type of stuff. But of course, sometimes I watch mashups, and sometimes I watch, I watch parts of it. It depends on what episode it is. Of course, if it's like a really big episode with some death scenes, then I really watch my own reaction a few times, even sometimes, if I feel it's like a really big episode, right? So you get kind of used to whatever. So they're playing casino. It's James Bond time, Monte Carlo episode. Oppas are big, nice. So they're playing the classic slot machine, super. It has super one even. Wow. Captain is probably super lucky. Yeah, why? Is this a neutral casino where you can meet your girlfriend at playing casino? It feels like it's like a neutral casino. You can date your girl, right? And every time I see that stuff, I was thinking about Dragon Quest and similar JRPG games, right? Pokemon and so on, where they always have some kind of gambling casino. Because what you do is that, so in Dragon Quest, I did in both 11 and 8. What you do is that you save, right? Because you can save in this game. You save, and then you go to the casino, like the blackjack or whatever. You go to the black table, and you like put all your gold, like every goal on 14, like 3 million gold on 14. And if it fails, you reload your save file and you go back and everything on 14. And you just keep doing that until 137 chance it finally gets on 14. Right? Then you get like 36 millions in the game. Like, am I the one doing it? I'm doing it I'm always doing these kind of games. Always do it. It's so easy. Again, you put your money right, all the money you have, and then you reload until it gets on that tab. That will give you, of course, 36 times the value, right? So then you have infinite gold in the game, right? It's always like that, yeah. But there was some of the game, I think that they also have their own currency, right? They have casino currency. But at the same time, though, So the Dragon Quest, you know, famous JRPG, also like casino in those games. The casino currency, while it's unique and you can get gold for it, so you're gonna get stuck to buying a few of it and then doing the outside, you will still, you know, amount to getting usually like the best sword or something. Like for example in Dragon Quest 11, the best sword in the game for a very, very long time, first like 50 hours of the game, is in the casino. Like it's severely better actually, right? So yeah, abusing the casino system in those games are very, very common in my opinion. But here we go. They're gonna explain why they go into the casino, because that's just like a thing. Yeah. This is like weird episode, because they have some kind of war, right? That last episode they had a fight, and they have this, you know, knights and magicians and witches and so on. But yeah, but at the same time, it feels like most of the episodes they go to some kind of date place. Oh, there's a casino or a museum or an aquarium. It's like that kind of feel, right? But they're suddenly like, oh, we're this casino. She's all up highness, and it's like, yeah, let's go to this to do our mission. Am I the only guy? Most of the mission ends up at being this kind of place. It feels like. So it's a dating anime, right? It's a typical rom-com anime. You just have the layer of fight sometimes. Sometimes they fight, but for most time they're dating. Anyway, Julia is clearly gonna be here, right? Juliet, yeah. Jackpot though. Oh man, it's Kadju time. We're gonna play the pachinko machine and get the jackpot. Oh, she wants to have some tanked. That. I like that. She's like, I wanna buy the tank. Yeah, she wanna buy. That's my kind of girl. It's like I go to the casino to buy a tank. That's the way you should deal with it. Yeah, it's like, what are you to casino for? I really wanna buy this badass tank I can fight with. It's like, yeah, a very typical, you know, 20-year-old woman. It's like, I wanna, yeah, get money so I can fight people with my badass tank. But her strategy seems to still be really bad. It's like, oh, here she is! Oh, wait! It's Juliet, Alishan! We're at the casino! Oh my god, what a surprise this anime! Oh, how could believe that Alice would appear at the casino? To what surprise! It makes sense though, actually, that the casino would be near Tropics. Usually, casinos are in countries, right, that are, you know, like in our world, like in Monte Carlo or somewhere, the casinos are usually some kind of neutral, you know, small city-state that has, how to say it, you know, low taxes, and casino is, you can gamble money, yeah, so on, right? So that the casino will be in a neutral city makes perfect sense, I think, from like a historical aspect, like a typical worldview aspect, right? So that makes sense though. But still, yeah, like, of course he's here, and the sun is going down or whatever, put the lamp on it. There we go. Some light there. But yeah, the sun is going down, the casino is perfect. There she is! Man, this anime is worse than a girlfriend. It really is worse. It really is the most absurd stars aligned rom-com tropiness ever. Of course, they were at the casino together for no apparent reason. Aqua-chan. Ice goddesses. It's a perfect date. Oh man, she's all into it now. She's openly dating him now. She's like, I wanna go and date him with man. See, she's really openly not admitting she wanna date him. No, nice. Yeah, she's like, yeah, it's daytime, girl. You shouldn't plan like a wedding, but she's openly dating him. Kikko! Here we go, Kikko! Oh, Kikko! Here we go. Yeah, can't mention Kikko to a girl right in anime. They're gonna go like, oh my god, Kikko! I probably won't see him here, even though it always happens! Like, if I was her, I'd be like, I probably will see him here. Destiny aligned after all. Oh, she got the jackpot immediately. Alisama, of course. She's a goddess, so of course. The power of a god. Yeah, she gets all the money immediately. And she's like, oh, whatever, I don't care. No, I'm rich anyway. I mean, she's rich anyway, right? She's like a princess. Oh, Nishan! Can't recognize her, even the thought earlier, of course. I don't understand. I'm winning. We could easily buy that tank that I want to buy. I love it. She's like, I want to buy a tank, so... She's like, you want it? I don't care. Yeah, she's like, oh, okay. She's so goddamn affluent. She's so damn rich. The issue of a woman has too much money. She has way too much money, but they gave like $1 million. Like, I don't care. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, this is definitely a normal incident. You meet this random princess girl, and she's like, whatever, take all the money, I don't care. You wanna buy a tank? Yeah, buy a tank. Must be a must be a great lady. Super pretty. He's like, wait, could it be my girlfriend? Could it be my girlfriend? Like a princess, ice princess girlfriend? No, it can't be! Even though it was exactly like her, yeah. Huh, it could never be. Oh, they're gonna meet you now? Even though it's obviously her? Okay, yeah, he's not gonna meet her. Come on. You're gonna meet eventually, but come on. He's not gonna go over and look across the aisleway and be like, wait a minute. Who's that lady giving all the money away? Yeah, that made no sense that he didn't go and meet her there. Who's giving us all the money to buy a tank, right? But I do love they're gonna buy a tank. That's good. They're gonna... now it's even more RPG. You have the foreteller telling you to go on an adventure and save the world or whatever. Oh, I see a dark princess in the future. And it's some kind of demon lord. And Karoshi, Kekko, no. Oh, he's not. And the lady is triggering her immediately. Oh, I see. You're in love? No, I'm not. But yes, okay. I just wanna meet him again when I can see him. Sure. You don't like him, right? I don't like him, though. No, okay, you don't like him. See, she's gonna be like, you're gonna fight the evil demon lord now. She's gonna tell him. And she's gonna be, I need to go on an adventure and save the planet now. If you play example, Trials of Mana, right? So here it is, yeah, Trials of Mana. This is how Duran's story starts, yeah. So Duran's story starts with him going to, after his friend gets killed, right, by the wizard, by the Crimson Wizard, he goes to a foreteller and she tells him to go and find the planet and save the planet. So, classic RPG to go to that. Fortune teller. Or like a persona where you have also the... She's a fortune teller girl. Which you can date, of course. You can smash her, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like foretelling. Very unspecific. Yes! I see good things in your future and also bad things. And it's clouded and it's kind of like I see both, this thing and also that thing. And maybe not. Oh, they're gonna go to two now? Oh, let's have a fortune teller. Man, this is the anime is too. This is the most rom-comic tropey anime ever. So they're gonna be like, you know what? I wanna talk to this fortune teller about my girlfriend. Am I gonna meet this cute princess again? I'm looking for a princess. Perhaps a girlfriend. He's more like stupid. That's what he has. When she is like, oh my god, you're not dating? He's more like, dating? I guess, maybe. She's more like my enemy, yeah. No, she's my enemy. Wait with you? And we met everywhere. In Pasta, yes. And museum. And the casino indirectly we met. Yeah, you don't need to tell me your backstory. Come on, boy, you don't need to tell me your life story, whatever, yeah. And she seems the same face, right? Maybe she's actual magical powers. This anime has magical abilities. Maybe she's like, oh, yes, this woman that I met her 3 minutes ago. I can see that your face are... Maybe she can see their face. Maybe it's an actual magician, right? At least they got their tank. At least, the captain got to buy her tank, right? Because Alice is so rich, she didn't care about the money. Yeah, she's like, whatever, take the $1 million, I don't care. Black Steel Gladiator. Okay. Very specific here. Vortex. They haven't really built up so much this anime, the war and so, I don't know. Oh, she's like, oh yeah, she's one of those, using her friends and so on. I see, yeah. Oh, you used, yeah, I see, yeah. They're like, oh, you're always using your friends and so on too. He's gonna betray them then. To no surprise, this cheeky lady is actually a traitor. how you get up in rank after all. Backstabbing people, yeah. 1-2! 1-2. No. Set them up for failure, eh? Yeah, 100 years ago, those goddamn demon and witches won. Because that's the vortex, okay. How was the world before then? Was it just like military countries? Oh, not a vortex. Shit, it's gonna be more witches. Yeah, more evil demons than witches. Get it. So that vortex sounds like it's gonna unlock more evil people, like faction 3, right? You know, the founder and so on, her sister and so on. That vortex will probably unlock some other people, right, with powers, so they'll probably fight them, right? It sounds to me quite predictable, yeah. I mean, if it's that sounds like it to be right, like the vortex, and that's gonna happen, and then that will either, you know, let other demons or whatever enter the world, right? Or another third faction will get powers from that, and they will fight these both factions, right? But yeah, anyway, the vortex number two will definitely create this third faction, right? They can fight together. This sounds very predictable. Yeah, now they're like, it's coming, new enemies. Demons, warlocks or something, I don't know, but you know what I mean. Something like that, right? It's gonna be warlocks, or it's gonna be sorcerers, or I don't know, you know, mages, you know the point, right? Something else than witches. So these different families also might. Well, it's not that amount of factions might create their own country too, right? Some kind of inner. The Soa sounds very evil then. It sounds classic evil, right? Some kind of traitorous Soa family. Exactly. They're probably super evil and wanna. They might rebel against all the witches, right? They might turn into sorcerers and fight the witches. It sounds like something like that. It's very clear to me that they need a third faction, right? Where the romance, Juliet and Romeo can unite to fight the third evil faction, right? Okay, so this is like a very bad assassin. I guess he's testing them. Yeah, he's just like, I'm just testing you, young girl. Yeah, he's ready, I don't know. Okay. This guy is screaming main bad. This guy is like screaming that he's the antagonist, like the actual antagonist, yeah. Oh, I'm just a little weakling that's like not actually doing stuff. He might not be the main bad guy, but he's probably the dragon of the bad guy. You know, like the guy that's working with the bad guy as his right-hand man, but he sounds like that kind of character. This guy has to be a traitor, come on. He's a dragon, clearly. The trope dragon, if you, yeah. Come on, he's a Darth Vader's one. That would be good, I guess. Yeah, he's not the emperor, but he's the, you know, he's like the hand of the emperor, the guy that takes care of business, right? Definitely. Even the mask. Oh, Oppice. Whoa, Oppice! They were like, Oppice! They were like, Oppice in my face there. That's why I watched. She's huge though, right? Alice is really, really big. She got massive Oppice, but like Captain there. But that was like, they were coming at me. Yeah, we gotta go back after the episode. Like, whoa, they're coming at me. Coming at me, the Oppice. They were really coming at us there. They were like Oppice attacks. Does she have a new tank now then? That's the big question here. Does she have a new badass tank? That's the real question, right? No, she's like, do I have my tank here? No. She's talking about wishes. What's your tank, girl? What's your tank? I get in trouble. How is she the captain? I don't understand this character. Like, how is she the captain? She's always like, oh yeah. How is she the captain? Oh, a new woman? What's this lady? But yeah, this anime is really off-putting in the sense that they have this like bloody war, and all the girls are like, "Oh my god, give me a hug, honey bun!" It feels very animated. All the females and all of them, many of them are very much like, you know, "Oh, I love you, yeah." When they like stash, you know, they're like in this war front, right? It might be a deadly combat in 1 minute from now, and everyone is like, "Yeah, my god, come on, yeah, my god, yeah, like, yeah." Certainly, how the military females would probably act each other. Yeah, they're very come on, yeah, sort of being like very, you know. This guy looks like some kind of exoskeleton guy. Nameless, that makes sense, I guess, with his name, his appearance. It's like some kind of. It's like Genji, let's be honest, it's Genji. But, you know, a cyborg guy or something, exoskeleton, right? Some kind of super armored. Yeah. High-tech dude. You can really see where the main character is standing, because everyone else is wearing a white set same clothes. Everyone else wearing the same outfits. But those guys are wearing some other color, you know, yeah, like they're standing there in the line and they have their own outfits. Look at this scene here. Why is the only females are different of their females? Yeah, they look like different. They have red hair and so. Everyone's the exact same. Is that a new tank now? That's the question, right? I keep wondering, is there a new tank? Is it badass? Is the new tank amazing? Is the new tank gonna fight the prince later? Is the prince gonna have to, you know, take it, you know, because you gave the money to buy a new tank, right? I'm obsessed with this new tank. I'm like, is it a... Well, she's gonna betray them, right? So, you know, she's gonna utilize them somehow. It probably end... I mean, it's so common here. It probably ends with the witch found or something appearing out of the vortex or something like that, or her sister or something like that. He doesn't care. He's oh, he doesn't care. He's like, they're dead. Dead to me. Losers. He's like, losers, they're dead. Right, yeah. That's all, boys. This guy is not a very good leader in a sense. I mean, it's possible. They're very expandable to him. He's like, you're dead? Let's move on. Yeah. Unless you don't care about them at all. Yeah, and they are super nice. But arguably he's right. He's a military leader guy. And he's like, no. 3 people are... The 3 is also dead. They have no value for me. Get the important thing, right? This is very anime, right? This is very, very anime. This guy's like, I want to argue with this military leader here. But this guy very likely has a military command that say that no, they're dead, let's move on. Right? So this guy is like all about order, right? He's like, you're a traitor. Oh yeah, you can't even talk to me, boy. No, not Captain Sean. She's way too emotional. She will never become a captain in reality. Come on. She can be like, oh no, I will do it then. I don't believe in this methodology. Yeah. This will never happen in the actual military, right? This would be, I'm gonna be that guy, but come on. It would be really hard to talk about the random military guy. He's like, actually, could be a woman in the suit, I guess, think about it. Could be a hot chick, right? We saw that woman earlier, right? That we didn't see later. Yeah, we saw her, you know, the other woman they were hugging earlier. That she could be nameless. That actually, yeah, that would surprise me. I think about it. The Oppais. Yeah, more Oppais. Very nice. Oppais. I like how she's doing in front of the boys here too. At least your Oppais are bigger, Captain. And I guess they just shows her Oppais in front of the boys too. That's one reason they have the captain, to show her Oppais, yeah, and her bras and so on. I didn't think about the boys were here. Oh my god, you pervies. And they're like, yeah, whatever, Captain. Yeah, no one will ever kick me now. But yeah, but think about that? That the woman they hired earlier, she's nameless? Come on, that wouldn't make sense, right? Suddenly a new woman appearing, and she's like, yeah, come on, oh yeah, and then she's like, That she's not there anymore, right? When they having this, and he was like, okay, speak, Captain, right? Okay, you have your chance. So it's probably her, right? It's like, oh yeah, I got some personality, eh? Oh, it's the other girl? No, it's black haired girl, okay. I was thinking it might be the girl he kissing. I was thinking it might be the girl he saved. She hasn't returned yet, right? The first, yeah, the pink haired. The woman he saved, he was betraying them for. She hasn't appeared yet. But it feels very clear to me that, of course, this. Yeah, let's go back first to that woman appearing. Arara! This is Arara lady appearing. It's like Arashan! So hugging her and so on. It's a good image of her. This is probably. I'm gonna guess this is Nameless. Yeah, this is probably Nameless. Come on. I'm gonna guess this woman is Nameless. So, I get the image here. Yeah, this is probably Nameless. Come on. She's like a little bigger lady. She's all like, ara, kawaii, you know. This is probably Nameless, right? I think that would be cool because, yeah, no one knows who Nameless is. He has no actual name, right? He's Nameless. So kind of full bodysuit armor and so on, right? So you can't actually tell the gender, even though it looks like a man and it sounds like a man. But come on, it's gonna be her. Come on, I'm gonna be writing this thing. It's gonna be this woman, and that's why she didn't throw them out because she was like, I wanna talk. I'm a captain, and she's like, I can give you a chance. Like, why would this, commander guy care about this random captain being all disobedient, unless it's actually her girlfriend, right? Unless it's her oppa girlfriend, yeah. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be her, right? But anyway, those Sohar people, what they're called, right? The people living in this middle, in the borderline country, kind of the feudal state in the which country, whatever. They are probably the evil third faction, right? They're probably gonna unite with whatever whatever is appearing out of the vortex. They're gonna either use that or ally up with those demons or whatever. They're gonna be the third faction. That seems to be very clear, I think. And that guy, he was like screaming, the dragon enforcer guy. So usually you have the trope, right? You have the emperor. I think Star Wars. You have the emperor, and you have Darth Vader, right? He's a dragon. You have the guy with the hand of the emperor kind of guy. The guy is like out killing people for the emperor. It's a very, very classic trope. It's incredibly common in these kind of animes and also, of course, JRPG games, right? For example, as I mentioned earlier, Chess of Mana, right? Like, for example, right? Has that thing, right, where you have the Dark Shine Knight, which is straight up against Darth Vader, and then you have Dragon Emperor, right? For example, and you have the cat, you have Isabel, right? The evil witch working for the evil Dark Prince and so on, right? So and they have a Death Jester, of course, working for the Mirage Mask, the Lich, right? So that is very, very classic. So I mean, this game to me, as with most of these fantasy animes, they are often very, very tropey when it comes to JRPGs. No, but they really are. Going to the fortune teller, the casino, come on, they just scream Dragon Quest, right? They scream Dragon Quest, they scream Mana, so they scream Final Fantasy, so they scream those kind of typical games, right? So, again, would it be any surprise that this guy appearing, that is very, very, the dragon, the Dark Shine Eye kind of guy, that he would then work for some kind of evil emperor, the family, and so on, come on, he's clearly that kind of character. He's a Death Jester, right, as well, clearly. And she's probably Nameless. But I mean, I think the anime is pretty okay, right? It's pretty okay. It does feel very predictable, definitely. It feels very predictable. I think it's like, I'd be very surprised, right? I'd be very, very surprised if imagine that this country wouldn't betray them, right? I would be incredibly surprised if they didn't betray them and join the third faction and so on. I would really be amazingly, yeah, I would be incredibly surprised if they didn't do that. I would be like, what? She's not doing that? You know what I mean? Here he is, like this guy. I found him, yeah. This guy is clearly the dragon, as I mentioned. He's a Dark Shine Knight. He's the Death Eater. Clearly he is. With the mask itself makes him look at that. But he's like, oh, he's working for the family. He won't tell them the truth and so on. He's like backstabbing her, literally backstabbing her. Come on, this guy, their family's gonna be the traitors, to be the third faction. I'd be so surprised if that's not the case. So far the anime is incredibly predictable, right? And it's very, very tropey. In like every sense of the way, right? It's very, very tropey. But I'm just gonna look at the oppas here. I need to get the oppas. I remember what minute it was. 16 minutes. Here we go. but they really were like, they were really like focusing on oppas. Yeah, she straight up walked into, like she straight walks into the screen. She's like, oppas! Man, this anime is very fan service. Yeah, like they ended with Captain, you know, showing off in the shower, right? Yeah. He just walks straight into the scene. Oppas! It's like, okay, anime, okay. Thank you, anime, yeah. Thank you for the fan service. Gonna post that. But anyway, that's guys. Subscribe them. That goes tomorrow. We're gonna watch When They Cry and of course Akadoma Drive Ride. Thursday I think has some really good animes. Those two animes are really good. Yeah, both very strong animes, right? But what was I saying? But still though, come on, that woman we saw earlier, the Arara woman, she's gonna be nameless. Come on, she's gonna be nameless. And you know, in course, the third faction is those guys. That's very obvious. Anyway, see you guys and have a great day.